Stop scrolling. This could be the week that changes everything. I'm Tony Robbins, and today I want to talk to the person who's tired of feeling stuck, tired of waiting for someday. Because the truth is, you don't need a year to transform your life. You just need 7 days of focused, intentional action, 7 days to reset your mind, your body, your emotions, and your directions. The challenge, one powerful habit each day. You do this, you'll feel unstoppable. Let's begin. Everything begins when you stop pointing fingers and start pointing inward. The moment you decide, I am responsible, you ignite transformation. Responsibility is not a burden, it's liberation. Most people live their lives trapped in blame, waiting for someone else to change their story. They blame their upbringing, their boss, the government, the system, the weather, anything but themselves. But every second you spend blaming is a second you surrender your power. When you own your story, you own your strength. The person who takes full responsibility gains the ability to redirect their destiny. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control what it means. Every obstacle is either your prison or your power, and that choice is yours. If you want to reset your life in 7 days, it starts with radical accountability. Stand tall and declare, I am the creator of my future. That declaration shifts you from being a victim of circumstances to being a master of outcomes. Because when you own your decisions, you own your destiny. It's time to stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what can I learn from this? The difference between failure and fortune is the lens through which you choose to see your life. The moment you stop outsourcing your happiness, your energy skyrockets. The moment you stop waiting for approval, your confidence multiplies. When you choose responsibility, you awaken power, and that power can rebuild your entire life. Every morning you wake up, you face two choices, drift or direct. Drift means scrolling, reacting, comparing, and letting the day control you. Direct means designing your morning so you control your day before it controls you. That first hour after waking is your greatest weapon because it programs your mind and body for either chaos or clarity. The most successful people in the world share one secret: they own their mornings. Before the world asks for their attention, they invest in their own energy, focus, and gratitude. You can do the same. Don't just wake up. Rise with intention. Start with breathwork, prayer, gratitude, movement, anything that elevates your state, because your emotional state dictates your decisions and your decisions dictate your destiny. That's why your morning ritual isn't a routine, it's a declaration. It tells the universe, I'm in control. I'm creating momentum. I decide how I feel today. If you start the day strong, your energy flows through every conversation, every challenge, every task. The quality of your life is the quality of your mornings. Don't check your phone. Check your purpose. Don't start with anxiety. Start with alignment. Wake up and feed your mind something empowering, because your mind is like a garden. If you don't plant seeds of focus and strength, weeds of distraction will take over. You don't need hours. You need intention. Even 20 minutes of stillness, reflection, or motion can recalibrate your entire system. Discipline is not restriction. It's freedom. When you design your mornings, you design your future. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your rituals. And if your ritual begins with gratitude, focus, and energy, then every day becomes a masterpiece waiting to be painted. Your environment either fuels your fire or extinguishes it. Every thought you think, every person you spend time with, every space you occupy, all of it is shaping you consciously or unconsciously. You can't grow in toxic soil. You can't find peace in chaos. You can't build strength surrounded by comfort. The people, habits, and energy around you are either expanding your potential or slowly suffocating it. That's why transformation requires environmental elevation. You need to design your surroundings to match the future you want, not the past you've survived. If you're trying to reset your life, clean your environment, physically, mentally, emotionally, eliminate the clutter both in your home and your head. Declutter your digital space, your habits, your friendships. Ask yourself, does this environment feed my energy or drain it? Because if it drains it, it's costing you your future. You can't fly when you're chained to distractions. Start surrounding yourself with reminders of who you're becoming. Books that elevate you, music that empowers you, people who challenge you. Every time you step into your space, it should whisper possibility. When you change your environment, your standards rise automatically. You start showing up differently, thinking differently, deciding differently. You can't build a strong life in a weak environment. Protect your space like your future depends on it, because it does. Your focus determines your future. Whatever you focus on, you feel. Whatever you repeatedly focus on, you create. Most people live distracted, jumping from one notification to another, never realizing their energy is being stolen one scroll at a time. The mind, when untrained, becomes a battlefield full of noise, anxiety, and endless comparison. But when you train your focus, your world becomes sharp, clear, powerful. Energy flows where attention goes. If your attention is scattered, your results will be too. The secret to discipline isn't willpower, it's focus. You can't be extraordinary when your mind is split in 1,000 directions. You must reclaim your attention like your life depends on it, because it does. Every day, ask yourself what truly matters today and give that your full presence. Turn off distractions. Silence the noise. Focus is the ultimate form of freedom. It's saying no to everything that doesn't move you toward your mission. When you focus, you enter flow. And in flow, time disappears, doubt fades, and creation happens effortlessly. You stop fighting your mind and start mastering it. Focus transforms average effort into unstoppable energy. The mind is your greatest weapon, but only when it's disciplined. So train it daily. Meditate, visualize, breathe, not because it's trendy, but because clarity is power. In a world addicted to noise, focus is your superpower. When your mind is locked in on your purpose, nothing can shake you. Distractions lose their grip, and destiny takes the driver's seat. Your energy is your currency. Spend it wisely. Most people treat their energy like it's infinite, giving it away to worry, gossip, fear, and meaningless noise. Then they wonder why they feel drained, uninspired, and disconnected. Energy management is the foundation of transformation. You can't create an extraordinary life with exhausted energy. You have to become intentional about where your energy goes, because whatever you feed grows and whatever you neglect dies. Every morning, you decide what kind of vibration you bring into the world. You can wake up reactive, reaching for your phone, drowning in the demands of others. Or you can wake up in power, grounded in gratitude, clarity, and purpose. Protect your mornings like sacred ground. Move your body, breathe deeply, speak affirmations that align you with your mission. When you elevate your energy, you elevate your life. Remember, you don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. High energy breeds momentum. It draws in opportunities, people, and possibilities that match your frequency. So eliminate energy leaks, toxic conversations, unhealthy habits, self-doubt. Guard your emotional state, because it's the engine behind every breakthrough. You can't pour from an empty cup. Fill yourself with power, positivity, and presence, and watch your world transform. Energy isn't just physical, it's mental, emotional, and spiritual. Master it, and you become unstoppable. Your self-talk is the thermostat of your destiny. The way you speak to yourself determines how high you rise or how low you stay. Most people lose before they even start because their inner voice is louder than their potential. They replay mistakes, amplify fear, and sabotage progress with doubt. But here's the truth. Your mind believes whatever you consistently tell it. If you say you're broken, it will find proof. If you say you're powerful, it will create momentum. Words are commands to your subconscious. You are either programming yourself for growth or decline every single day. Change your language, change your life. Instead of saying, I can't, say, I'm learning. Instead of, I'm tired, say, I'm recharging. That shift might sound small, but it's everything, because language shapes emotion and emotion drives action. Start noticing the moments when your inner voice turns negative. Interrupt it. Replace it with truth, not toxic positivity, but empowering belief. Tell yourself, I've been through worse, and I'm still here. Speak with power even when you don't feel powerful. That's how confidence is built. Repetition of self-belief until your nervous system accepts it as fact. You have to talk to yourself more than you listen to yourself. Don't let the voice of fear run the show. You are the author, not the audience of your mind. Rewrite the script. Feed your focus with empowering language. The most successful people in the world aren't the ones with the least fear. They're the ones who mastered their internal dialogue. When your self-talk aligns with your vision, your life aligns with your greatness. Most people waste their lives chasing motivation when what they really need is momentum. Motivation is like a spark. It fades the moment life gets tough. Momentum, on the other hand, is the engine that keeps you moving forward even when you don't feel like it. The key to unstoppable growth is understanding that action creates emotion, not the other way around. You don't wait to feel ready. You move, and that movement builds confidence. Every time you take consistent action, even when it's uncomfortable, you teach your brain that progress is non-negotiable. That's how you build momentum, through repetition, through discipline, through refusing to break the chain. Momentum multiplies power.